February 15th, 2016. This is a Monday evening, and this is my first time hands-on with Project Cars. And it is a very, very different game on Forza 6. I've played Forza 6 many hours, at least 2 hours a night, or 3 hours a night since it came out. And so I'm at level 151, and I have a ton of cars there, and so I love that game. But this game is just much better on a different kind of level. It doesn't have a lot of cars to choose from, but it's just to sum it up, the force feedback is much better, and the sound. I mean, the sound is just amazing. Every car sounds completely different. Now, what I'm going to do is, first of all, please excuse the fact that this is not a proper direct feed. I'm actually recording 60 frames per second off a high-pixel camera phone, the new iPhone 6, and so it's gonna look maybe contrast-wise, it's not gonna look on point, but this is all I have right now. Going back, the sound is amazing in this game. It's just amazing. The cars that they do have, I think it's like around I don't know, 40 cars. It's just this. Every car sounds amazing, and the force feedback. Secondly, I'm using a Logitech G920 with the shifter and the other pedals, and so the force feedback is just so much better than Forza 6. Even when you crank vibration and force feedback on Forza 6 to the max, this force feedback just out of the box without any of the settings is just so much better. Threefold, I would say. And by force feedback, what I mean is basically the self-aligning torque that you would feel in an actual real-life car. And so I'm going to stop yapping on and go on with the replay. This is Imola in Italy. I'm driving an F1 car. And keep in mind, this is the same, or it's the first time that I've had my hands on Forza 6. This is the second time I've driven. The first time I've driven an F1 car. I chose Imola because it's the same place where, unfortunately, Ayrton Senna died in 1994, I believe. But the track is different, and as you can see, I make multiple errors just because of being unfamiliar to the physics. I'm going to turn up the sound so you can listen. Just incredible. Sound is just incredible. I would say the physics are superior. Again, multiple mess-ups. Another thing about this game is that the settings to play with are just so many. I mean, there are literally settings for everything that you can tweak. You could spend 2 hours on the settings alone, literally. Probably 4 hours. Especially on a PC, but on the Xbox there are just as many settings, I believe. But again, listen to the sound. Big mistake. Any suggestions for recording equipment would be appreciated. I would like to get these on direct feeds. I have a lot of Forza 6 videos. Anyways, that's it. There you have it. So, to sum it all up, better force feedback, much better than Forza 6. Much better self-aligning torque, just like you would feel in a real car. Any kind of car. It doesn't have to be a race car. It could be a BMW M Series, which this game has. Better sound. Much better sound. I mean, the sound is like audacious in this game, and as far as the image quality, it's either or. I mean, Forza 6 looks fantastic. This game has a different kind of look. I could really see somebody swinging on either side of the fence. I would give each game an 8.5 out of 10 because Forza 6 has its own strong points. For example, the cars. I mean, the cars are just the number of cars. I mean, it's just you can't resist it. You have to have Forza 6 if you're a car fan. They may not all be up to spec as they claim, but it's close enough for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. There are going to be more videos. And lastly, again, would appreciate some comments on something like what kind of recording equipment I would be using. Right now, I'm using HDMI from the Xbox direct to a Dell 26-inch computer monitor. That's LED. So, anyway, signing out. Would appreciate if you could make some suggestions as far as direct feed recording equipment. Thanks a lot. Signing out. Bye.